So I'm going to tell you about page object model with Cucumber framework. Okay, this is the important project. So in my D drive, I'm having POM underscore Cucumber 5. I'm going to import this package, this project. So let's go and import this project. Import, navigating to Maven, existing Maven projects. Click on next. In D drive, I'm having POM Cucumber 5. Click on import. See, this is the project got imported from D drive. Okay. I'm going to delete all other feature files. Under SRC test Java, I'm deleting my pages and Selenium glue code file. These are the two packages also I'm deleting. Right. So just I'm having common util and runner class. Okay. So now I want to create packages of pages because we are doing page object model. I'm going to create a package name as pages. Okay. So, and I am also going to create step definition.java file I have to write. So let me create a package name Selenium glue code. So package name you can give whatever you want. Okay. So I have created pages and these are the packages I have created. So under Selenium glue code package, I want to create step definition.java class file. So let me create a class file. So to create a class file, I'm navigating to new and I'm clicking on class step definitions.java class file. So I'll click on finish. So like that, my step definition.java class file is ready. Okay. So I'm changing build path 1.7 to 1.8 here. Okay. So the first part is under SRC test resources, under features folder, I'm having skills 5.feature file. Okay. So yesterday for freshers also I had given this exercise. Whole day you are spending time here. Okay. Just observe how I am doing the automation. So this is the last class on page object model. So now my feature file contains background key section and scenario outline section. Okay. Now what is my first step? What is the first step? My feature file is ready, and the next step is what I have to do. JUnit platform properties file. I have to navigate to JUnit platform properties file, and under class path, my features folder. What is the feature file name? Skills file. So this is the feature file I want to do, and I'm saving. Okay. So first part is ready. So I mentioned which of the feature file that I want to develop. So I'm closing this one. So the second step, what is my next step? I have to execute my test. So okay, 1 second. Under JUnit platform properties file, I also need to ensure what is my package name. Selenium. Okay, 1 second here. Step definition package name I haven't given correctly. Okay, let me create it. Selenium glucose. You can give package name whatever you want. Okay, so here my package name is this one. So I have to mention Selenium glucose. So these are the two changes I did, and I'm closing my properties file. Online people, everybody is following. So I changed my package name. Wherever my step definition.java file is there, that is the package name, and whichever feature file that I want to implement, these are the two changes I did, and I'm closing. And after that, I'm coming back to my testrunner3.java class file, and I'm run as JUnit test. So these steps have not been implemented under step definition.java class file. So let me copy all these steps. Control C. And I'm going back to my step definition.java class file, and I'm pasting everything here. And I'm saving. And I'm deleting all the generated codes inside the method, whatever it has been. So for every ending method, just give some space because it's easy to understand for you. So just give some space. And I'm deleting all the auto generated code. All right. And I have to import given, when, and then. Okay, let me keep given, import when, and then. So these are the supporting lines I had imported. So here for these steps, so what is my feature file? Here user navigate to login page 2. It contains some column headers and values. So data table object has been created automatically at method level. Okay, and create skills record 3. For this step, create skills record this. So data table object has been generated automatically. Okay, now, okay, my steps are, my step definition methods also ready. Okay, now I want to, so in my application, what are the pages that I'm navigating? I'm navigating to what are the pages? Login page, home page, and last one is skills page. So I have to create methods for these page class files. Okay, so let me create a page class file. Under pages, go to new and click on class, and I'm creating login page. Okay, so first we will complete one. Okay, public void login page, whatever class name is there, the same name I'm creating, and WebDriver. This is the method we are writing to pass the WebDriver object to this class. Okay, first I have to declare my WebDriver. And I have to import supporting library. I'm going to remove the Hello, I'm going to remove you from the group. Dinesh, you are on mute, not on mute. Okay. I have declared my WebDriver, and this dot driver is equal to, and I'm writing driver. So that driver object can be passed to this class, And after that, in login page, what are the methods that we have to write? I need to write my login object. It has to come back to here. Okay. So public void and login. Okay, login object. So here, so I have to write public void and login object. Okay. So next one is, okay, that's it only. So let me save my program. So I have to write set of driver highlighting of web element border also. Okay, let me take highlighting of web element border from another class file. Okay. Highlight of web element border. Anyway, I want to use this method. So I'm using, right, and I'm saving. So here I need to write set of driver commands. Okay, so that's it. So I'm closing this one. So this is my login page. It contains, I need to write set of driver commands, and let me create one more page class file. So I have done for login page. Now I want to do for skills page. Okay, so same page class file, I'm doing copy and I'm pasting skills page. Okay, so I'm closing this one and let me open this skills page. And here I need to write add skills. Okay, and I have to write set of driver commands in add skills. Okay, let me close this one. And I want to write home page. So I'm creating for every web page, I'm creating separate Java class file and corresponding methods I'm implementing. That's it. So home page. So home page, I have to pass the driver. And here in home page, what is the operation that I'm doing? Logout and close browser. So those are the two methods I want to do. Right. So now I have to write set of driver commands in these page class files. Okay. Okay, let me go back to step definition.java class file. So I am going to create WebDriver object here. So WebDriver object, WebDriver driver, and I'm importing my WebDriver here, and I'm saving user launch Chrome browser. So I want to launch my Chrome browser. Driver is equal to test browser dot open Chrome browser. So driver object, so set of driver commands, it will be invoked from this class, test browser class. See, this is the test browser, automatically it's imported in line number 5. Okay, right. So first the keyword has been implemented, and user opens URL. User opens URL. So let me implement this method in login page. Public void open orange HR. And this is string test URL. And I'm writing driver dot get test URL. So this. Okay, right. So for the first step, I have to user opens URL. So this is the one I want to. So first, for this one, I have to create an object for login page. So let me create login page object here. Login page L1 is equal to new login page. One second. New login page. Because I want to call non-static methods. So I'm keeping the mouse over and I'm importing login page. See here, login page got imported in line number 6. Okay, now I can call the required methods. So L1 dot, what is the method? I have to pass the driver login page dot web driver object, and after that log L1 dot open orange HRM. So this is the method I want to call. And here, this one I am giving as test URL one. So this is the test URL one value, automatically it will pass to here. So this method will be, so I am calling from L1 object. See, I'm pressing control button. So this is navigating to here, and that is test URL one value, it is coming, and driver command is invoked. So simply I'm creating an object, a login page object L1, and I'm calling the required method. And now I want user navigates to login page. So here also I'm writing this one, and after that L1 dot. Okay, so here it contains data table object. Okay, so what I am doing is okay, login, and I'm passing this data table object. Actually, so this method was not implemented. Okay, login credentials. So this is the method I haven't implemented. I'm saving. So just keep the mouse over. Create method login credentials in login page. It is suggesting. Just I'm clicking on this. See here, the data table method was created here. So public void login credentials and data table object, and data table has been created automatically. And I need to write set of driver commands. So let me go to my set of driver commands from previous page in login page. So the set of driver commands I'm copying. See, this is the login page credentials. So implicit wait, I have written list of map string comma string, and I'm writing here. And to get particular parameter value, I'm writing login get of 0, and I have to use login button XPath. Okay. So under login page, I'm creating my XPath for login button XPath. So I have written all my set of driver commands, username one and password one, and to get the input values. Okay. So whatever parameter name that you had mentioned, so what is the parameter name in your feature file? Under SRC test resources, feature files. Okay, not this one. UOM number 5, feature file. So what is my parameter name? Username. Okay. Ensure that is the correct one you are giving in your login page. So this is the one, it's correct. And feature password. So this is the parameter value that you want to retrieve. So this is the one. Okay, and I'm using the username and password one I'm using in my send keys, and I'm writing. So like that, I have written my login credentials method, and I'm saving here. And after that, I'm coming back to here, and I'm saving this one. See, this L1 dot login credentials data method has been implemented like that. Okay, this method automatically it has been created, and I have written set of driver instruction, and here it is showing some error. Add throws declaration. Just click on throws exception. It's got added at method level. So that's it. So login page contains set of driver commands, and at the method level, automatically we are able to see the data table object, because that particular step it contains column headers with input values. So that's why in my in the data to read the value, we are using data table object like that. Okay, so data. So this is the syntax part we have written, and login dot get off 0 dot get off parameter. So that's it on the login page. And let's come back to step definition dot Java class file. So user navigate to login page 2. This is also implemented. Next one is create skills record. Okay, so skills record. 1 second, something it is showing. Add throws declaration. Next one, create a method. Login page credentials. Okay, login credentials. Okay.
Credential means what, sir? Login credential.
One. No, I have given method name as login credentials. That is the same name only I'm using.
Sir, you have not saved.
Create a method. It is asking. One second, it's not reflecting. Okay. So now the next step is I want to create skills record. So that means I have to import skill space. See here, my skill space is ready. So I'm going to implement my skill space. S1 is equal to new skill space. So let me save this one. And it is asking to import this skill space. See, this is got imported automatically here. And right now I want to call my add skills method. Okay, let me call S1 dot. One second. What is my objective? S1. Okay. S1 dot. I want to pass the driver skill space web driver. I'm passing. And after that, I want to call S1 dot add skills. One second. And this is the data table object I want to pass it. Because I want to create input data with this data table object. So right now this add skills method was not implemented. And I'm keeping the mouse over here. It is asked, okay, remove arguments to, okay. So here it is asking me to create method add skills. Okay. So just I'm clicking here. See, automatically this add skills data table object has been created. And previously I have written, I am not using this one. And add skills method has been ready. And I want to create multiple records of skills record. So already I had written add skills. So I'm going back to here, skill space, the set of driver commands and everything I already explained in previous classes. So just I'm copying this one, set of driver commands, and I'm going back to here. So the data table object. This is the data table object. It contains all the information, and we have created skills data and a skill name and skill description. So that is the input values that we are retrieving from feature file. Okay, done. So like that, my skill space is ready. Now I'm coming back to, so add skills method also it has been implemented. And the last one is I want to click on logout. So logout method is from home page. So let me import my home page. Home page. So this is my home page name I had given like that. And I'm giving h1 is equal to new home page of. And it is asking to import home page. Okay, I had imported. Now I want to call the methods from home page. h1 dot. I want to pass the WebDriver object, so home page. And after that, I want to call h1 dot logout method. Okay. And here also, okay, let me copy this h1 object. And I want to call h1 dot close browser. So I'm saving. So under logout method, we haven't written any set of driver instructions, and close browser also I haven't written. I'm writing driver.quit. So my browser will be closed, and here I need to write set of driver instructions. So let me go back to my previous program. Welcome click and logout click. So these are the set of driver commands. I'm taking copy. Coming back to here, and I'm writing and I'm saving. So add those declaration. Okay, right. I'm saving. So like that, I had implemented corresponding page class files, and all the steps has been implemented. Okay, one second. It is showing some. add throws declaration after that. So all my methods was implemented right now. Okay. So let me go and run my feature file now. So I want to run my feature file. So skills5.feature file I want to run. And 1 second, there is some step showing error. So for this data table method, okay, there is one more method, closing method is missed. Because this for loop, it contains this one. And for this method, it contains, this is the starting bracket and I'm closing, and it is asking throws declaration. So throws exception. And I'm saving. Okay. So right now everything is ready. So let me go and run my, still it is showing some more error. So add skills data, add throws declaration, throws exception got added. Right. So now all my steps are implemented. And I'm creating, in every method, I'm creating the object and I'm calling the appropriate methods according to the my step definition that according to the step, I'm calling appropriate method from appropriate page class file. This is known as page object model. Okay. So now let's go and run my testrunner.java class file. So browser is launching. Open Chrome browser and login method. And skills record is creating. So that particular step, it is iterating in the for loop. And logout is done. And close browser, it has to execute. It's done. So let's go and check the output report. Under target folder, Cucumber reports, cucumber.html, open with browser. So these are the records got created successfully. Okay. So that's it on Cucumber POM. And see here, under SRC test, there is a drivers folder. I mentioned Chrome driver.exe. Okay. So here in my step definition.java class file, so my first user launch Chrome browser. These are the driver commands are invoking from open Chrome browser method. So test browser is a Java class file which contains open Chrome browser method. So I'm pressing control button and I'm navigating here. So I'm referring my Chrome driver.exe path in my current dot means my current project. Under my current project, under SRC test resources, there is a drivers folder. I'm referring from this location. Okay, I'm referring Chrome. So because in real time, people will use Chrome driver.exe path from the current location. So you have to refer me. You have to refer from this location. So in your C drive, Chrome driver Win32 folder will be exe will be there. Just copy and paste it here. Okay, just right click and paste the Chrome driver.exe so that your programs can be executed. Okay, so this is the third time I'm telling. Okay, so that's it about page object model, Cucumber with page object model. So while implementing any of the step, first you need to create corresponding page class file. Okay, and after that you need to pass the WebDriver object to that class. And after that, you need to call the required method from that entity. Okay. So see here in your feature file, column headers and values. Column headers and values. Whenever it contains column headers and values in your implementation under pages, you will write code like this. If it contains only one set of input values, you can write login.getOf0. So you are referring first row. So login.getOf0.username and login.getOf0.password. Okay, if it contains multiple sets of input data, So you are iterating. See, you are created skills data object, and this skills data object you are iterating in a for loop. So skills data dot get off 0 dot skill name. So when I is equal to 0, you are iterating. When I is equal to 1, you are iterating. When I is equal to 2, you are iterating. When 3 less than 3, so the condition it will be failed and totally will be exited from this for loop. So like that, that add skills step is executing 3 times in the for loop. Right. That's it on Cucumber phase object model. Okay, you can try some more examples by yourself. Okay, 1 second.
Excuse me, sir. ఈ లాగిన్ డాట్ క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ అంటే ఏంటి సార్?
1 second. Tell me what is your doubt. So see, user navigate to login.
లాగిన్ డాట్ క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ అంటున్నా సార్. క్రెడెన్షియల్స్ అంటే ఏంటి?
See, this is the 1 second. User navigate to login page 2. This is the method I have implemented in my step definition.java class file. See here, Control F, Control V. So you can write method name whatever you want. It's not like that. I'm not telling you need to write login credentials. If you want to write login.credentials1, you can create it. And the same name you have to implement under login page. So here, login page credentials 1 method, it has to be there. That's it. Okay. And because here that particular step contains some column headers and input values. That's why here you are creating data table object like this. Okay, and data table dot as maps of string dot class string dot class. So this is the syntax part, and we are retrieving input values from the feature file. We are retrieving the input values. Those are coming here, and I am passing in my send keys. Any doubts? Ever can doubts?
Sir.
Hello?
Sir, and, we are using examples, right? In scenarios.
See, I am telling about phase object model. Now we will come to that discussion later. So in this program, any doubts are there? In skills.5 feature file, it contains some column headers and input values. Just to read these values in my login method, I had implemented like this. That's it. Guys, people who are not following, just watch the videos couple of times. Almost I explained 3 times. In previous batches, I haven't explained this much time. Just you need to go through the videos part. Okay. So now we have completed Cucumber phase object model. So now today's so I'm going to explain new concept as tags. Very, very important topic. Okay, let me close this session and let me share the new session so that a specific recording session can be generated. So I'm closing this session and I will share you the new link.